Hi, Janelle Schaefer here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to make elderberry syrup with fresh but frozen elderberries. And also I'm going to be using honey as my base, as my syrup base. And there are many ways to make elderberry syrup, as there are many ways to make many herbal formulas, but this is one that I like. It's easy, it's simple. I keep it in the refrigerator, and right now it's like the transition between winter and spring, and there seem to be, it's a time when like colds spring up. So I'm keeping this in the fridge. I get it out at meal times, usually once or twice a day. Everyone takes a little bit, and that helps boost their immune system. Tastes really good, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So let's get started. Before we go into my work studio, aka kitchen, I'm going to ask you to subscribe, hit the bell button, hit the like button, and also comment down below. Have you made elderberry syrup before? Just comment down below, let me know you're here. And guess what? If you stay to the end of the video, I have a free ebook. It's an ebook I wrote. It's all you need to know about making herbal tea. It is for sale on my website, but if you subscribe here and sign up for my newsletter, you get it for free. But stay to the end, I'll give you those details. Okay, so in my pot, I have just placed 2 cups of elderberries, and they are frozen, so they will have more water content, but I'm still going to put 4 cups of water in here. So I have 2 cups of frozen elderberry, and you can use dry, but then you would use more water if they were dry. So in this instance, I'm going to use 2 fresh, 4 cups water, and then start simmering down my elderberry to make a nice dark decoction. Okay, so my elderberry is in my pot with my water, and I'm putting the temperature on a low, and I'm going to keep track of it. I'm going to watch it until this is simmering and kind of adjust the temperature. I have it at like 4. And what I want to do is simmer the liquid down to halfway, and I'm making a very, very strong decoction, which is a type of tea, but one in which we simmer for a long time. Usually use this with roots and barks, but I'm doing it with the berries to really make this strong. Elderberry is a wonderful nutritive medicine, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that while my berries simmer. So elderberries, Sambucas nigra. Why do you want to use elderberries as an herbal medicine? Now, elderberry has got quite a lot of fame and popularity over the last few years, and sometimes an herb kind of rises into the spotlight. And I kind of like to go for the herbs that are lesser known, and you know, the sideline show, or the not the main character of the play. The, what word am I looking for? The understudy, the supporting actress, okay, something like that. So this plant is in the spotlight, but it is a really great medicinal herb, and it tastes really good. I think that is the reason, because there are a lot of herbs that do what elderberry does, but do not taste as delicious as elderberry. So it opens and cleans out the respiratory tract, helps expel mucus. It boosts the immune system, gives you an extra dose of vitamin C. It really just helps with fighting off colds and different infections. So common cold, that is very common. You want a pretty easy, yummy, delicious remedy that even children can take. And the cool thing about making my syrup with the honey is you can actually make a cup of tea and take a spoonful of it, put it in your tea, and then drink it hot with any other herbs. And then the hot elderberry can do even more than if you were just taking room temperature or cold syrup. Okay, so my elderberries have been simmering about 30 to 40 minutes, and I'm going to continue to simmer maybe another 30 minutes so that the liquid goes down even more. It's time to strain my elderberry, and I just did. I'm going to let that drip, and then I'm going to compost the berries, and I'm actually going to put the tea back on the stove for maybe 10 minutes and simmer it down a little bit. So my berries have been sifted off, strained off, and now I just simmered down my tea a little bit more, and now I'm ready to add the honey. Okay, I have a jar and I filled it halfway with the elderberry decoction, and I have some raw honey, and I'm going to fill my jar the rest of the way with honey and stir that. And this tea is still very warm, so the honey should melt no problem. So I have now completed my elderberry syrup. It was equal parts honey and equal parts decoction of elderberries. And this is just one method, one way. I am making this for the refrigerator, and I actually have so much that I'm going to pour some into ice cube trays and freeze it. And then the way we're going to take this at home is in spoonfuls, 1 or 2 spoonfuls a day, or I will add about 1 or 2 tablespoons to a pot of 4 cups of herbal tea to sweeten it and make it taste really good. And I'm doing this right now because it is approaching spring, and right now is the time when colds kind of crop up. And this is just like a tonic that we're going to take ahead of time to ward away the colds versus waiting until they happen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. And to get my free ebook, all you need to know about making herbal tea, subscribe here and head over to the first link in my description and sign up for my newsletter and put free tea book in the subject heading, and I will send that to you right away. So if you make this elderberry syrup with the honey, please come back and leave a comment. Tell me how it turned out, and I'm sure you would tell me it's delicious, because it really is. Thanks, and come again.